Hey guys, Ben Nash from Pivot Wealth here, and today I'm talking about investing in shares versus investing in property and the advantages and disadvantages of each so that you can understand what will work for you. Now, when I talk about shares, I should mention that what I do mean is shares, managed funds, exchange traded funds, ETFs, all of the share type investments there. So, each of these different investments, though, they have their own advantages and disadvantages. Each of them can be really great for you over the long term as well and create a bunch of money for you. But they do each have specific advantages and disadvantages, and that's what I want to help you understand so you know what might be the right next step for you. Now, shares and share type investments have the advantage that you can get started straight away. You can essentially start with next to nothing, and you can use a regular savings and investment plan to build and grow your assets over time. The shares can also they're quite liquid, and what I mean is that you can buy them and sell them quickly. Now, it's not always a good idea to do that because the share markets can go up and they can go down, and if you're selling shares when the markets are down, you can end up losing money as a result. But in terms of being liquid, it means that you can actually, if you need to access funds, sell them down. That does also allow you then to manage the capital gains over time as well, because you can sell smaller parcels of shares. Now, property, though, has the big advantage that when you buy a property, most people, they borrow money to buy a property. So they use a deposit, a smaller amount of money, and then go borrow a bunch of money from the bank and use that to go and buy this much bigger asset, and then you've got a bigger asset working for you. Property, funding a mortgage with a property, it's more of a cash flow. It's a commitment, right? So if you're buying property, you need to be able to fund the mortgage payments on an ongoing basis. Otherwise, you can end up in real trouble, obviously. But as long as you can do that, you end up with a much bigger asset working for you, and really a small portfolio of shares can't compete with a massive property, as long as it's a good investment, obviously, but in terms of the growth that you would get on that investment over time. So shares can be good to get started. In summary, property gives you the advantage of making faster progress because you're getting this much bigger asset. Both of them have their own risks, but both of them can create a lot of wealth and be good for you over time as well. So I hope this helps. Whatever the choice is, push yourself to build your knowledge, because that's a big way of getting more confident to take action, and then you'll be well placed to get the results that you want, but get them without the stress.